Welcome back to the Swatch Pro. Tyler Wright coming off the back of a pretty unconvincing second round performance, but she did squeak past the wild card, Macy Callahan. She now finds herself in the most stacked heat of round 3. She's up against Carissa Moore, a former event champ here, and Lakey Peterson, who's been doing some of the best surfing in the women's draw. Ronnie here with Pete during the break. Pete, Tyler getting things started early.
Well, she came from the outside in, so dominating the outside peak. And this one pays off for her. Even though she's behind, she still gets back out front. You know, again, conditions improving with the tide dropping, wind abating as well. And then also Carissa Moore, and she kind of goes for it, which I love to see. It is a non-elimination round.
Here we go. Lakey Peterson's going to get her shot at a score in the opening stages here, building some speed, hammering down the line, loading up for something big. She takes to the air, and she'll ride out. The women stepping it up here in the Swatch Pro.
Have that acrobatic ability. Again, carrying a ton of speed, telegraphed for a very long time, just looking for the ramp. Where's it at? Where's it at? And she gets it and whips it around really clean, too. The speed that she rotated will make this a good number, even though it's just one maneuver. You know, and I think what makes this one good, again, the tail above the lip, but the rotation which she was able to get around so quickly.
But just serving with so much speed, Pete.
And some emotion. You know, I think that that's been a big part of it, too, is that positive emotion.
Well, here we go. Carissa Moore. Silvana has that progressive approach. I think Carissa, has the biggest turns on the Women's Championship Tour when she gets going. And she's trying to lay a couple down at the moment because Lakey Peterson.
That ripple on the face. It didn't have a nice, clean canvas. Wasn't stretched all out, so she had to fit the maneuvers in. Nice first turn here, but then this is where the wave itself, you see it splits up and a bit of chop on the face, and then there again, another big ripple in the face that once you get behind.
In 2017. Tyler Wright up at the moment, chasing down the lead. She doesn't need a lot, but that wave's not going to do it for her. Chasing just a 1.84 to get in front. Like the two of the greats. And here goes Peterson now. She knows what wave she wants out here. She surfs this wave all the time. A good start. Chasing this wave a little at the moment. Needs something big to save it.
Well, that much more difficult to get back down the line. I mean, this looked like the perfect opportunity right there. That little stumble. And then there, she's caught behind from that point forward. She's having to get above the lip. And already the lip had come down probably a good halfway.
Something standing up out the back here for Carissa. She's going to roll into this one, get some speed going. Loading up for something big. Nice swooping roundhouse. And now up over the lip. And this is on its way to being a good number if she can finish it off. She does. Slams that closeout section. But Lakey's finding a lot of waves out here at the moment. Didn't quite project out off the roof of that wave. The wave made it very hard for Carissa and Tyler. They might have even been comboed going into the 17.5 minutes remaining.
Beautiful round arc here for Carissa. In that projection off the top. But at this point, she would have loved to have done that nice little rail.
Well, let's see what Carissa did to earn herself an 8.4 and get herself in a position to make a charge for the lead here, Pete.
Well, this is that same wave. It's the carve, the big round carve. You know, again, projection off the top, and then the finish move. The judges were loving it and gave it the 8.4. You know, I think that's a pretty good score for this wave. And it felt a tinge high. I mean, with a ton of speed. It's just the score here. Again, she goes for the reverse attempt. Didn't use the grab at that point.
And Carissa, she chased down an 8.4, and she's been hunting for something to get the lead, a 6.9 situation. Carissa's going to stay busy on the inside here. She's had a couple of attempts at the 6.93, unsuccessful. yet again here, but
Spreads the lineup out slightly. You know, you can start seeing that there's waves down in the middle of the bay in this lower trestles lineup.
And I guess the other thing is that it's up, you get a big score, but the judges aren't afraid to throw a big number at an individual turn as well. Carissa on the backhand here. Already a couple of solid turns. This wave's still lining up. And she's blitzed this thing right through to the inside. This is going to be a good score. It might just get her the lead. She needs a 6.93.
Take a look at it again here. It is a small wave, but one thing about this is that it stands up for especially this inside section right there. That was usually a flat part of this wave, but it allowed her to have that little double up come underneath. So it kept the flow of the ride. And she works it all the way to the inside.
So well served.
Very healthy score. Very healthy. I mean, I was questioning if it was even enough of a 6.93, and it went 2 points higher. So ticking a lot of the boxes in that criteria. First section there, nice. You know, right here she was able, that section right there was important in the sense that she was able to keep the speed. She actually literally had to go up, transfer the section, glide over the whitewash, and then come back over the double up. And she did it. It almost looked like it was a nice clean section, but it wasn't. It was messy. Let's take a look at it again. There's the snap. So again, just top to bottom, but this section again, live action.
Lakey up once again. Now she's chasing down the lead. She needs an 8.9 now. She'd love another ramp here. She's got to load up some speed now. You can see she's trying to set something up on the inside, but the wave not really calling her, and just tap back into her form for maybe a round 4 heat. She seems a little out of it at the moment.
Again, watching this ride here, and wasn't the cleanest open face wave. Surfed it well, but I just don't see it being
exceptional matchups. And obviously, the top seeds taking each other down, there is big world title implications. But here we go, the replay of Lakey Peterson's air reverse from earlier on, earning her an 8.33, and now the fight back from Carissa Moore.
Well, 8.33 to this one, the 8.4. And then a manufactured, I mean, the opportunity of this wave here was very low to me in my eyes, the scoring potential, but she surfed her way all the way almost to a 9 and was able to get back in the top position. And this is the kind of form we expect from Carissa Moore. Carissa, if she can get through this heat, because this was a very difficult heat.
Well, here goes Lakey again, looking for that 8.9. Digs in on that first move and needs a lot more on the inside to take this into the 9s potentially and get herself the lead back in the final stages. Chipping away.
That's that angle that's a little bit difficult to see exactly what the judges are seeing.
Well, here goes Carissa again, now looking right. She tries to go to the air, gets a little hung up in the lip there and goes down.
Well, it's a little more front on angle, so you give you the idea of the steepness of those first sections. You see that one bending a little bit out to sea, but I like the flow of the ride.
Back to live action now, Tyler Wright. She just turned this thing around. Not a lot of time left, 2.5 minutes. This is only Tyler's 3rd wave. And she's really working hard for it. Great surfing.
Basically a pair of 8s. Watch the replay here. Finally a set wave. That trademark layback snap. 2 strong turns on the outside. And a 3rd little wrap. This would be probably close to her best wave. I would say it's going to be her best wave.
Yeah, I think it's going to be really close to breaking that. It doesn't look like it's going to be the 8.9 she needs. Out the back, Carissa Moore using her priority to keep Lakey off this one. Drives up into the first section. A beautiful swoop. That's a big turn to get started. Again, swing that board through another big cutback. And she's starting to feel it now.
For sure. I feel like that could even improve again. Rides. Take a look again. So good size set wave. That arc, you know, again, just laying into those two maneuvers. Very strong.
Here we go. Lakey is up. Her last wave came through at a 7.5, so she didn't get the lead back. Still looking for an 8.9 and getting some speed up. Maybe that was the opportunity to throw the air, but I don't know if it was steep enough for her to get that height. It's not going to matter. She's not going to find a section to paddle into there, but she is about to bank her best ride. But let's see what Lakey did on the outside.
Nice first turn, but the wave just lost its energy. So she just didn't have quite enough speed for that last final section. Won't even fit into her top two.
Well, Lakey Peterson, a very strong performance, but not enough to get herself a victory here. Carissa Moore, too strong, a heat score total of 17.23. Tyler Wright fought back in the end. She went into the excellent range, but she was left chasing a 9.13 in the end.